You got some sick moves there, bro.
No, I don't. That was me being ridiculous.
And with that, we are live, bringing you another Team GOWGO Wrestling podcast via Geek Out with Games Out. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Blitzball Champ, and he is
Hollywood Emissary with the unicorns all day.
indeed. Is that a unicorn mug?
I literally just said with unicorns all day. When I say unicorns all day, I knew day around here, man.
Oh my
Power
God.
positivity doesn't always work. But end of the day, power positivity gets me through to the next power positivity moment.
You probably been eating too much Booty-O's.
Oh no, it's never too much, but no. I don't really like a lot of the cereal. I go through phases.
Fair enough.
Some seasons of wanting cereal.
But yeah, here we are back here yet again with more content. Doesn't seem like a lot for this week, but we will make the best of it with what we have.
It's a midweek, man. We got 2 weeks before the pay-per-view. This is just setting everything up, man.
The setup.
Road to WrestleMania. This is the entire whole thing.
Mm-hmm. So, first off, I'm going to make this first part quick and easy. So, it has just been announced that WWE and Rich Swann have mutually agreed to part ways. You know what's really, really strange about that?
It took this long.
Not only that, but today is actually Rich Swann's birthday.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. So, I don't know. I just thought timing-wise is just kind of weird. But yes, they have agreed to part ways, which, yeah, I agree. I don't feel like it should have taken this long because it was a good while ago that charges were dropped. And, everything was kind of settled, I thought.
But you knew as soon as that dude was in a ring, those fans were going to eat him alive. They were going to eat him alive. They were going to eat him alive because fans that pay their money to go in there are cruel as shit. And it tantalizes them to be assholes to these guys. And he would have just, oh man, I would have, ooh. Watch, to be honest.
Yeah, it's
honestly,
unfortunately,
because he was toxic, and once you are known in the media, to the wider public, yeah, no, hell no. It's just like basketball fans, like they say the worst shit to each other. The worst shit.
Yeah, it's very toxic. I mean, any sort of dirt, any sort of opening one could get, no matter how major or minor the offense is, they'll feed into that.
Yeah.
I mean, because you look at Enzo.
Trolls are everywhere.
They ate Enzo.
Yeah. Yeah. And it would have only got worse.
I mean, even if he was innocent, which I think they've said that he was innocent, but they ate that up. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
I saw crazy loads of Facebook memes here and there, and it was just dang.
Yeah, yeah. Once the trolls sense weakness, they are coming for you. Everybody loves to tear people down. The world loves tearing down people who are in the spotlight. It's just it's human nature. It's weird.
But I mean, for the most part,
hate is gonna hate. Yeah. Hate is gonna hate. And if you're a piece of shit, you deserve to be hated on. But whatever. It's just, you never know. And it's just, crowds don't care. People just want to be trolls. It's not even, a lot of times, I would respect it more if it was a thing for principles. It was a thing okay, I'm doing this because I believe this crap is wrong. But that's not why a lot of these people are doing it. They're just doing it for the lulz.
Pretty much, yeah. I
mean, it's unfortunate.
I think you hit it right on the money. But hopefully, he'll get picked up. And for what he did in the WWE, I mean, had a little stint in NXT. Did become cruiserweight champion. He was the second cruiserweight champion. So
He was.
So I mean, you got to give that. Actually, I stand corrected. He was the third. The second was Brian Kendrick.
Yes.
So he was the third.
Yeah, and then he lost. Champion. He lost it to Neville.
Yeah. But
he's the beginning of the King, Neville.
I'm just gonna miss him and Sasha Banks dancing together.
Yeah, I always found that stuff really corny.
They would have been the perfect on-screen couple. I mean, I know Sasha Banks is married, but they would have been the perfect on-screen couple.
Yeah, they don't really do that anymore either.
Nah, not since what? Alicia Fox and Noam Dar.
Noam Dar, it's just a thing that doesn't really happen anymore.
Yeah. And
unless you're an actual couple, you're involved.
Yeah, that's a good point. And before we get into our shows, another piece of news that I would like to announce. So, it was just revealed not too long ago that Ivory will be inducted into the 2018 WWE Hall of Fame.
Ivory was good stuff.
Although I didn't really get to see a lot of her stuff on Glow, but I've always pretty much kept up with Ivory, for mostly, her beginning career in the WWE, back in the Attitude Era where she had her feuds with Sable and, would be paired up with D'Lo Brown. And I always thought she was a good wrestler.
Oh, God, yeah. Ivory was awesome. She was awesome wrestler.
Wasn't really all for her when she was with Right to Censor, but I
love Right to Censor stuff. It was good stuff. She was still doing good character stuff.
Yeah.
She was the school marm. She was the school marm that would beat the crap out of the girls that were scantily clad in her long dress and her white shirt while dressing them down. That was kind of it. It was a good character.
Yeah.
Because that stable needed and the fact that it had a female counterpart in that stable was a second in command.
Yeah.
To Stevie Richards. Oh, so good. That was a really, really good stable. Stevie, that's an underrated stable.
Right.
But as far as as far as what it accomplished, because it wasn't about anything, but to give Mid Carter something to do.
Yeah. And hey, she
it gave them.
She won her third women's championship while with Right to Censor.
They were featured. They were a feature stable.
Yeah. Because who was it? It was Steven Richards, Bull Buchanan, the Good Father, and Ivory, right?
Yeah, that's it. Oh, and Val Venus.
That's right. He sure
at the end. Towards the end, yeah.
Yeah.
They turned them.
But
that was their big get.
And even after that, when, it kind of got to that point where, Ivory's character kind of went back to normal, she still would put on great matches.
Oh, yeah. Ivory was one of the best female wrestlers in WWE from Attitude Era of my teenage years.
Yeah.
She was female wrestling to me. That's why I guess I didn't like the Diva stuff so much after, because I grew up watching those matches mostly. Those other matches would happen in WWF and stuff, but I didn't give a shit. But it would be mostly the Ivory versus Jacqueline or some stuff or any kind of combination with that era. Jazz even.
Jazz, China.
Yeah, China. That era was and I like China because she actually wrestled. She wrestled in the men's stuff, which I thought was cool.
Yep.
She used to beat the crowd. I love all female Intercontinental champion.
Yep.
She was awesome, and her feud with Chris Jericho was great. Eddie Guerrero stuff was great, but that Chris Jericho feud was great.
Oh yeah. With her
it was great. Those matches were amazing.
But I kind of noticed looking at that Ivory video package. In her early years, when she was, would come out with D'Lo Brown, it looked like she kind of had a 6-pack.
Yeah. She was always incredibly athletic. She always had super crazy.
Yeah. And she really because wasn't there one time she was a coach on Tough Enough?
Yes, it was. Yes.
That's right, sure was. But yeah, Ivory's the real deal. She definitely deserves this. And always thought she was a great wrestler, 3-time women's champion, and yeah, I think it was a good pick.
Yeah.
And if I remember correctly,
Very good.
her real name is Lisa Moretti.
Interesting. Yeah.
But congratulations to Ivory, who will be
Good job, Ivory. You were the best.
who will be inducted into the 2018 WWE Hall of Fame with the Dudley Boys.
She was actually one of my favorite female wrestlers for a time. Like as far as like what was being given to me as for female wrestlers, it was because I remember like Trish came up during like when Ivory was still around.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So
sure
yeah,
did.
I like all that stuff. Like that was my favorite era of women's wrestling. Lita, Ivory, Jacqueline, not so much Terry Runnels, but
I think when they started to transition to more of like the Tori Wilson and going.
Oh, when Tori Wilson came in and Stacy Keibler, oh yeah, it was over. It was over. It wasn't about like you wrestling. You had to be like what Vince thought was attractive.
Because Ivory was,
or you had to be like big physical specimen that could like dominate.
Because Ivory wasn't there for that much longer once they came along.
No, she was not. No.
But they went because I remember.
But she was kind of replaced by Victoria in that aspect.
Yeah, but she would occasionally have tag team matches with Trish Stratus feuding with like Victoria or feuding with like Gail Kim, Molly Holly. So. But still, same passionate energy, still same great matches that she would give to you. And I think she had a lot more matches on Sunday Night Heat as well.
She was a Sunday Night Heater for sure.
Yeah, but here's the Ivory.
Ivory, I tip my unicorn cup to you.
My Brita water bottle.
Hello.
Yeah. Alrighty, let's get into some shows. So starting with Raw. So in an interesting fashion, both Finn Balor and Seth Rollins won the second chance Fatal 5-Way. So now the Eliminations Chamber match for the
Denver, get off the toilet.
Will be a 7-man Elimination Chamber.
Yes.
How you feeling about this?
I was feeling, oh no, I don't care. Because so I believe that Seth Rollins was added because, well, we both know it's because Jason Jordan was injured. It was because there was a spoiler kind of went out that for some reason WWE.com had that photographic with just the other people except for the last fifth person.
Uh-huh.
And it had Finn Balor there. And then they had to take it down.
Oh.
And then on that, then later on that night, when we saw the match, it ended up being Seth Rollins being added to the Elimination Chamber as well. So that's why it was kind of tainted for me a little bit. I was like, oh. because we both know how they do when a spoiler like that comes out by accident.
Yes.
They usually try to hard correct to the other side. Just to try to mess with people's expectations because they need you to not truly know what's going to happen. Although we all know that they basically just added 2 more dudes to just get beaten by Roman Reigns.
Yeah.
I mean, we all know that these main events at WrestleMania are going to be different. Like it's too close. It's too close to WrestleMania time for them to be changing. So it's not going to happen.
Yeah. And you're pretty much right. And I just feel like, well, at least hopefully the match will be entertaining. I mean,
it's possible.
I mean, usually you get pretty good Elimination Chamber matches, but yeah, I mean, I'm cool with it. I mean, for the most part,
whatever.
I'm cool with it.
It's a wrestling match. I'm gonna watch it. If I miss it, I don't care. But if I'm at home, I'm gonna watch it. I don't care.
And
I'm just waiting for WrestleMania. That's all I want.
And so we know for sure that because of this match, John Cena defeating The Miz will enter the Elimination Chamber first.
I don't know what the, and I feel like he's gonna get eliminated by like Finn Balor. Because then that sets up them at WrestleMania.
Oh, Finn Balor or The Miz? Yeah.
Yep.
Because, I mean,
Yeah.
gotta do something considering Intercontinental title's not on the line at Elimination Chamber.
Yeah, exactly.
So, the Revival get another one up over the Club.
Yeah, but yeah, that was interesting that the Revival finally got another win.
Yeah.
It was getting pretty bad for a while.
Because that mollywopping, that squash at the Raw 25th anniversary was kind of ridiculous, but
ridiculous. It was pointless and did nothing for anybody except for damage the guys who weren't really established.
Yeah.
Roster.
And even though Nia Jax attacked them both, were you surprised that Bayley got the victory over Sasha?
Hell yeah. But then again, when I thought about it after I didn't even watch it, when I heard about it, I was like, oh, so they're trying to make like basically everybody's gonna win a match. Like everybody in that thing is gonna win a match, but I happen against Sasha Banks. And then also my thought went to, oh, okay. So they're 100% about to pull that trigger on Sasha and Bayley. But Sasha going heel is what everybody expects to happen.
Yes.
Although now that there's the spoilers that there's the team up between Bayley and Elias against John Cena and Nikki at like either somewhere, I don't know, I don't remember where where exactly. I remember that the match was happening. It was either at a special event on like a house show or something weird, or just or a pay-per-view. It might have been WrestleMania or something. It was something weird, and it was just like everybody was like, oh, there's reports.
Interesting.
And it's just like I don't know. This guy, I've been through this stuff so many times with John Cena. I'm until I see it.
Yeah, it's like,
you know,
you see it like a mile away.
Yeah, like it's gonna have to be setting up to do something, because until it actually happens, there's gonna be little moments where I'm like, but then sometimes they always do that, and then they just kind of fumble it at the 1 yard line, where you just kind of.
I see. Well,
where they just kind of they literally dropped the ball at the 1 yard line. They're like, oh, we're there. Oh, you went the other way than where the story was making sense to go.
So, also with what happened with Absolution getting the victory over Little Miss Bliss and Mickie James, so it's looking like it's more official that Alexa is either tweener or face.
It's because they don't know what to do with any of these women. These women switch like alignments. It is insane. At least but I guess all wrestlers do, except for Becky. Becky Lynch is the only wrestler that hasn't turned on somebody.
Right.
As far as the female wrestlers go, because they've all turned on each other a million times. Yeah. And except for Bayley and Sasha, that happened like once. But they never really got along until until after their match and she lost, right?
Oh yeah, you mean at
they're probably one of the few exceptions.
You mean at Takeover?
Takeover
right?
The second, yeah. Because up until then, they freaking hated each other. Like they were hardcore about because Sasha picked on Bayley all the time.
True, and Becky Lynch,
just like she did Alexa Bliss until she got hurt. And Becky Lynch was on her side. She was with Sasha at the time.
Yeah, Becky Lynch hasn't been healed since NXT.
Yeah. And that's the interesting thing. Like everybody else has flipped multiple times. Well, except for Alexa. Alexa went bad. She hasn't really switched.
Yeah, she's been bad since NXT.
Mickey James definitely switched around. She came in as a heel.
Yeah.
God, Nia Jax has only been a heel, and then she started.
So it seemed like she was slowly inching her way to face, but now, it doesn't seem.
Well, the Enzo storyline with making her they were trying to make her vulnerable,
Right.
as far as personal, so they could have her. You could root for her, but I mean, whatever.
But
Literally have my arms crossed, shirt in view. That's so gross, but awesome.
What'd you think about
Said whatever.
Mr. Braun Strowman playing the bass?
It was funny. It was funny. But I just want. I think Braun Strowman is a rare talent that they have right now. That they need to put the gold on him now.
Carolina strong, country strong.
Carolina strong. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, which, dude, there's no telling when they're gonna finally do that.
Yeah, I don't know what they're waiting for, but whatever.
Because he's bringing in like the action and like, he's got the crowd behind him. He's got the ratings and just wreaking havoc. And it's like
he could easily. I'm just gonna say this now. He could easily replace Brock Lesnar and then not really miss that much. I think with Ronda Rousey there, that the having Brock Lesnar around isn't as crucial anymore, right? Not even crucial, but as valuable anymore because he's not bringing he's bringing in a shit ton of people for his merchandise and all that stuff. But if you start pushing Ronda Rousey into the women's division as important, supplant that while she can't take that Brock Lesnar role,
Yeah, fair.
As far as like visibility, as far as like she'd even be more visible because she could go on TV shows. Brock doesn't go on shit because he is that interview where he's like, "Hey, John Cena, it's gonna be bad, people." That was him. Like he is a interesting guy.
Yeah, that much is true. Let's see.
At all.
Anything specific with Raw you want to go into?
Raw was lame. No, Raw was lame.
Lame.
I love that. I still love the aesthetic. I still love the white.
Oh yeah,
So good.
Yeah.
So
all right, on to SmackDown.
On to SmackDown. Let's get it.
So, so Dolph Ziggler.
It's a carbon copy, man.
Dolph Ziggler and Baron Corbin was supposed to happen, but then the Yep movement messed that all up.
The Yep movement. Ugh. And they were made to look so weak, man. They were made to look so weak during that beatdown.
Yeah, and then
on both accounts.
And they both lost their matches.
They both lost. The guys they beat the crap out of. And more so Kevin Owens because Kevin Owens fought Baron Corbin right as he was doing that, as like right after the beating, and he still lost clean. Oh man, I do not know why. I don't. And their main event is just going to be the same shit.
Oh yeah, since they
the way it got set up. Yeah, the way it got set up is the exact same way. Controversy into multiple men being added to this match.
Yeah.
Copy, paste, you're done.
But I mean, it's all cool because let's be real. AJ Styles is going to retain for WrestleMania's sake.
Yeah, I think that's the only problem that I hate about all the multi-man matches is because the outcome is so determined that it's not even, I'm not even interested. Like, there's always a chance that something's going to change, but no, we all know. It's going to be, and I swear, if they take Shinsuke versus AJ.
What? Wait, what was that?
Okay, if they take it, if they try to take away Shinsuke versus AJ away from me, I'm gonna lose my mind.
Oh no, they're not gonna do that. They're not gonna do that. They can't be that dumb to do that. They can't be that dumb.
Oh no, there's no way. There's no way to do it. Or if they add another rat bastard to it, oh, I'm going to lose my mind. If another person gets added to that damn match, man.
Oh, it becomes a triple threat?
I'm not watching. I'm not watching that match. I'm not. They're not going to ruin it for me.
You're going to boycott
I've been waiting for this.
No, I honestly don't think they would be dumb enough to take that away from the
waiting
fans.
3 years.
They can't be that dumb.
I'm just putting the thing out there. We know how they do sometimes, but I doubt they would. I would hope they wouldn't.
If they do like alter that, Vince has his hand all in that.
Oh yeah, he's ridiculous.
And it would just be like a big fat middle finger to the fans.
Oh, it will be. It'll be, hey, you smarts, get out of here. We don't like you.
Charlotte defeated Sarah Logan of the Riot Squad.
The match was kind of good. Oh, the natural selection. Sarah Logan sold that like a champ.
Yeah.
Because she basically planted herself, like with her head, like she put her hands down and did a handstand. Oh, she did a handstand and it was great. It made that move look so much more damaging.
Mm-hmm. And the New Day defeated Benjamin and Gable.
Can I say this? I love New Day. They're getting sick of these pancake things.
Oh, really?
But yeah, I'm always disappointed to do because they're just background noise now. Without the gold after being the longest reigning champions, they literally can't accomplish anything more as a team because they've not all held championships at the same time.
Right.
And I don't think that's going to happen.
Nope.
They can't accomplish anything. At this point, they really can't accomplish anything.
I mean, if anything, Xavier still hasn't won a singles title.
He has not won a singles championship at all.
At least Big E has been Intercontinental Champion. Kofi's been Intercontinental Champion.
NXT champion.
And NXT Champion. Kofi's been Intercontinental and U.S. Champion. So,
and tag team champion a gang of times.
Oh yeah, with team what was it? Boom something.
One with the one with CM Punk or
no, him and Evan Bourne.
with what's his face?
Air Boom.
Evan Bourne. Air Boom? No. Air Boom.
Yep. Air Boom.
I can't believe I remember this. Damn, I can't believe I remember this stuff. Air Boom! Air Boom!
But I will say the match that he had where he won the U.S. title from MVP, that was a phenomenal match.
Well, he's a good wrestler, but Randy Orton ruined him.
Yeah.
He buried him.
That
buried him. He ruined his chances of being world champion. He just buried him. And it was bad. It was really bad.
It was.
That's one of those times I really didn't like Randy very much at the time. He was just being a dick. And you could tell he was just being a dick around that time. We were just like, dude, I know you got in trouble for cheating on your wife, man, but you don't have to be an asshole. Come on, man. Happened to John Cena. Like, it happens to you guys for some reason. Can't keep it in your pants. It's not.
But
let the man eat, dog.
But that's about all I have for SmackDown. What about you?
Yeah. SmackDown was garbage. Move along.
Keep it moving.
We do NXT next. Let's do NXT next and save the grand finale for the good stuff.
Well, we still have the mixed match challenge.
I know. Oh crap! I forgot about that crap.
Lana,
Denver, out of that bag
is the
go.
best. Lana number one. Lana is the best. Lana number one. I'm not surprised at that outcome. Like I said, it's looking like it's going to be 3 Raw teams advance, 3 SmackDown teams advance, and that's what it's looking like so far. So, I mean, honestly, what I thought would have really, really been cool and special is if Lana put the accolade on Bayley.
would have been cool.
That would have been really cool. But, and it's kind of, in a way, it's kind of sad, but I guess this is the only way they could supposedly give Lana her first win. So, I mean, it's like, dang, you know, I know this is like a, you know, once in a lifetime event for WWE, but it is a Facebook Live event, and it's like, I mean, it's
Cut out, I can't hear you.
I was saying that, you
There you
know,
go.
even though this was, you know, she got her first win at the Mixed Match Challenge, which was a Facebook Live event. You know, it's not like, I mean, it's not a big deal because it's a, you know, first time that they've done the Mixed Match Challenge, but it's not a big deal because, you know, it's not a big setting. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, and she hasn't won the whole thing. She won a match in it.
Yeah. You know, like,
I mean, because technically Asuka isn't undefeated because she lost in the Battle Royale. You know?
Oh,
she's technically not undefeated.
Back in NXT.
Yeah. But they don't count that because it's not important to their storyline.
Well, it's because she has.
And Lana's not important to anybody's storylines. So she lost a match, man. Like
she won't pinned or submitted. Like, no, she won't pinned or
submitted. She's not undefeated. Like she's I don't undefeated. Even know if you need to look up the definition of undefeated.
She's not undefeated.
But she's not undefeated.
She's never lost.
Sorry. Literally. Okay, that's literally.
Nope.
Incorrect.
Nope. She's never lost.
Hey.
Don't make me turn into the Great Chai on you.
You go right ahead, man. Have fun. I'll just sit here.
But yeah, I really didn't like Bayley and Elias in this match. I mean,
no, it was a pointless match. It was kind of banner. It was kind of boomer.
And then we got the final first round match, which is Nia Jax and Apollo Crews going up against Bobby Roode and Charlotte Flair, which, I mean,
I don't know why this took so long to be the match that was happening, man. Also, we all know that it's going to be Charlotte.
Yep. Dang.
Obviously.
And then that means after that, that'll be like the end of the first round, and that took 6 weeks.
Jeez. 6 weeks ago when things were cool.
But
apparently.
Yeah. But moving on, like I said, that was quick and easy. NXT. So got to see some more TM61.
Yep, don't care if they kind of are boring as balls.
But I did think it was interesting that John Skyler was in this match as one of the opponents, which I first saw John Skyler, I remember from ROH. He was part of the Top Prospect tournament.
Very nice.
So when I saw him, I was like, hey, I remember him. But yeah, of course that tournament was won by Josh the Goods Woods. But so yeah. And I'm really kind of intrigued with the whole Aleister Black, Killian Dane crossing paths.
Yeah, that was good stuff. Now is where we're getting to the end of what I read about the spoilers, so I'm ready for a lot of these, like, the next couple weeks to be over.
The only thing I'm kind of wondering is whatever happened with Lars Sullivan, because I thought the whole big angle was going to
be... he got injured. But then I forgot, because I read about something happening where that for Tyler Bates. Tyler Bates a little bit in the doghouse. That's why he's lost the last 2 matches in a row. But yeah, something about Lars, like he was set up to be on like a title, like going for the NXT title, but then they decided that it wasn't time to do that. Like they could save that.
Yeah, I would
for later.
I would figure they would save it for somebody that's different than Andrade Cien Almas.
Yeah, that's basically why they haven't done it because it's just like, oh, okay. So it's going to be Johnny Gargano, and then it's going to be, I don't know who, but I don't believe I know. The only thing I know right now is with Johnny Gargano and him stuff.
So you do believe that Johnny Gargano is going to beat Andrade Cien Almas?
Do you want me to spoil it for you?
I'm at. Oh well, since you already know.
I already know. So whatever I say is going to be, I'm going to say the correct thing.
I see. Never mind. So another great match for the United Kingdom Championship. Pete Dunne, Roderick Strong. Great match.
Of course, all the matches on there were great up until somebody shows up and.
Well, I mean, Pete Dunne has been giving great matches, since the beginning. So, but I figured.
Expect nothing but a good match.
But I figured that Roderick Strong is going to lose because he just recently advanced in the cruiserweight tournament. So
he's going to 205 Live, man.
Yeah. I figured that'll be his permanent home, regardless of how well.
And he for some more NXT.
Oh, go ahead.
No, there's just like more people are coming. I mean, you saw the video for this week's episode of 205, but there's rumors that Leo Rush is going over.
Sweet.
Somebody else from NXT. Yeah.
Buddy Murphy?
Well, yeah, Buddy Murphy, of course. There was another one I can't think of. But yeah, they're starting to get an influx of talent.
And I don't know if you heard, but I don't know how much you remember back from Impact Wrestling, but the Indian wrestler that was formerly Mahabali Shera just signed and reported to the Performance Center.
Oh, I don't remember that guy at all.
It's kind of hard to describe. He used to do that little Indian dance with his arms and fingers, like he would do like.
Oh, that guy?
Yeah.
He was a joke, man. He was a comedy act.
He wasn't a comedy act. It was just.
He was basically the Bollywood boys.
A big version of the Bollywood.
One dude. Yeah.
But it'll be interesting to see how they rebrand him for NXT.
Yeah, I'm gonna see if they put him with the other dude.
But I saw the
article. He could join with Daivari. Maybe they're going to do a tag team thing soon.
Oh, with Arya Daivari?
Yeah, put him with that. It's a tag team right there.
But he's too big to be a cruiserweight.
Well, shit. Buddy Murphy was too big.
No, he barely made the cut.
All right, well, obviously he was 2.
He's 204.
You don't think they can't doctor these things?
Nope.
Come on now.
But nah,
not a stiff thing.
He is specifically 204.4.
I got some land to sell you.
But yeah, so that'll be interesting. Oh, and so Shayna Baszler had her NXT Women's Title rematch with Ember Moon. And
worst part of the night.
And my super kawaii possible future wife, the Pirate Princess.
Okay, good luck with
made her return and just jacked up Shayna Baszler.
Yeah, she gave her a dang win of the champ.
She gave her that run forearm. She gave her the spear. Like, she took it to the Queen of Spades. Better jump on that Pirate Princess train, bro.
No, not gonna be able to do it.
And you see how she had her hair all done too, and had like the purple stripe in her hair. Dude, she is so kawaii.
Whatever ends this segment.
Jerk. All right. So that's it for NXT.
NXT was pretty good. Second best show of the week. Because we both know what the top one was.
Oh yeah.
3 weeks in a row. 3 weeks in a row. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Let's do it. 205 Live.
Thank you for being my friend. That stuff is so good.
Dude, like, the matches, like, wow. Like, even from that first match, Mark Andrews, Akira Tozawa, like, it was hard to even say who would even win that match. It was so back and forth.
I was worried I wasn't. I was worried I wasn't going to care about it. I was so worried I wasn't going to care.
Like, honestly, both looked solid. Both looked solid.
Yeah.
And it seemed like it had been a while since Akira Tozawa was in the ring.
Oh god, yeah, it did feel like it been a while.
But great match. Just back and forth. It was great. It was really, really great.
Very good.
And Drew Gulak versus Tony Nese. Like, I really liked how they got
to
showcase some more of Tony Nese's high flying ability that he did in the Cruiserweight Classic.
Mm-hmm.
But
some great moves in that too.
It was good to see like a really intense, like ferocious Drew Gulak that I remember seeing for so long in the Indies back in Dragon Gate, Evolve.
Or when he showed up in the Cruiserweight Classic.
Yes, especially that. So that was really cool, and I really hope that he just drops this whole better 205 Live charade, because honestly,
that dropkick was awesome.
Yeah. So,
but was telling a story. That was telling a story, though.
Yeah, you know? But I don't know. I've seen Drew Gulak.
It's kind of what they do. It seems to be like he has to like evolve and become something. Because I'll tell you this: that Drew Gulak that's been doing this now, this is the most over he's been since he got into WWE.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
It's gotten him the most TV time. He's on that show every damn week.
Yeah, that much is true.
He's one of the top stars of that show.
Of 205 Live? Yeah, you're right. You're right. I'm not a fan of the gimmick.
Even when it was right. Bad, he was a featured guy. So it's only been good for him.
Right. And then announced for
next. I think it's a good character.
Announced for next week's 205 Live, Mustafa Ali versus Gentleman Jack Gallagher, and the returning.
Who got it with tights?
Yes, and the returning Buddy Murphy will take on Arya Daivari. And honestly,
yeah,
I'm pretty excited for Buddy Murphy. I remember
he should win. I expect him to win.
I remember seeing some of his work when he was a singles wrestler, because I remember they were on tour where he performed in front of his Melbourne fans in Melbourne, Australia, and he stole the show. Like he's got some high flying ability. I mean, I could see why Blake and Murphy, like, I know they weren't, a big bad tag team, but I did, admire some of the abilities from them. And, Buddy Murphy.
Oh yeah, they're great.
But
wrestling does, yeah.
But I like this. This is a good move, and I think this is a great way to welcome Buddy Murphy back into the roster. And honestly, like, the 205 Live roster just through the start of this tournament has really just been stacking up.
Right?
Like, dude, just imagine once Leo Rush and Ricochet.
I'm wondering if they're going to let Pete Dunne jump into cruiserweight. He's a little guy.
He probably fits the weight.
I would assume he would. He's little. He's a little guy.
But I like what they're doing with Lindsay Dorado, Kalisto, and Grand Metalik. And it's good to see Lindsay Dorado back on 205 Live competing. And like, dude, 205 Live is slowly on the rise. It's meaning something now.
We have talked about it in a positive light for at least 3 weeks now.
Yeah.
Last week we gushed about it.
Yeah.
Now we're gushing again. 2 weeks in a row.
Like, honestly, there's really no telling who's going to be the new Cruiserweight champ.
I'm excited for Cruiserweight action again.
Like, I mean, don't get me wrong. I want Cedric Alexander to win, but with the amount of talent that's been lined up, shoot, I think we're in for a
Dark
surprise.
horses.
You know? And I just really like where they're going with this. And so does that? So next week, does that complete the first round of the Cruiserweight tournament?
I don't know. I don't know how many. They didn't put a bracket out, but they're trying to keep it secretive.
I thought there was a bracket.
Was there? I don't know. Huh. You know, I didn't look up.
Oh yeah, it is. Yeah, it is the final 2 matches. It's the final 2 matches. Yeah, I just saw the article. It's the final 2 matches.
Oh, so no new people
in the first round. But like I said, I really like what they're doing, and looking forward to next week's 205 Live.
Yeah, thought I'd say that.
So, oh yeah, so a couple of things I wanted to discuss. Oh, are you done with 205 Live?
Yep, so good.
So, wanted to discuss about my my weekend at with ROH.
Oh yeah.
So, I went to the Honor Reign Supreme free live stream live show with ROH. It was.
I know it was free.
Yeah, you could watch it via Facebook Live.
Oh wow.
Okay. Like it wasn't like you didn't have to pay like pay-per-view or anything like that. But it was a lot of fun. I got to see some good matches. I got to argue and jaw jack with the Briscoes. And let's see. So starting out with the meet and greet, I decided to do to meet Cody and the villain Marty Scurll. And dude, Marty Scurll, he has a filthy mouth. Goodness gracious.
I know. I watched him on New Japan Pro Wrestling.
That dude was like F Will Ospreay just like multiple times.
They do have a common hate for each other.
Like, I mean, he was just going off. I mean, don't get me wrong. He's a funny guy. He's hilarious. But dang.
You're numpty. You're numpty.
Somebody need to put a V-chip on him.
Don't be a numpty, Jason.
But the villain was really cool. Cody was really cool. Let's see. Nobody was at Silas Young's table. Kind of sad.
He's a well working heel.
Yeah.
But that makes him feel bad.
I mean, but he's the ROH TV champion. I would have thought, and he has the new belt, so I would have thought some people would have.
No, to get a new picture.
Yeah. Mandy Leon had a decent crowd, but pretty much the main crowd was with the Bullet Club. Like, I think it's safe to say a good 85-90% of the fans in attendance wore Bullet Club gear. So, I know me and my friend, we both were rocking Bullet Club shirts. So, and a lot of different,
everybody does now.
A lot of different varieties too. Saw some American Nightmare shirts, some Villain Club shirts.
You see some Arrow clubs.
Some
or Archer.
The
Green Arrow one.
The green. Oh, nice. But overall, the matches were cool. So the big surprise was Emma, known in ROH as Tenille Dashwood, has inserted herself into the Women of Honor tournament, and she ended up tag teaming with Mandy Leon to face Stacey Shadows and Kelly Klein. Not to mention, she was the bonus feature. She was the bonus feature for the meet and greet. So the crowd gave her quite a pop when she entered into the arena. So I thought that was really cool. And who knows? Hopefully, maybe she has found a home with ROH, after the tournament. So, really happy for that.
Oh, yeah.
So one of the main changes was originally the main event was supposed to be Bullet Club of Cody, Marty Scurll, and Adam Page versus the Kingdom. That ended up being the second to last match. The last match, the main event, ended up being Best Friends versus the Young Bucks. Which was a great match. Jay Lethal versus Jonathan Gresham, I thought was really, really excellent, and Jonathan Gresham really took it to Jay Lethal. Like, I was very surprised. I thought that was one of the best matches of the night. We had Deonna Purrazzo go up against Holidead. That was a pretty good match. There was a dark match that took place between like some Future of Honor competitors, but I didn't really see it. Dalton Castle and the boys took on SoulCal Uncensored. That was a pretty good match. He kept throwing the boys around in like suicide dives. Like, he must have did like 6 suicide dives. It was funny.
I remember when your boys, Yo and Show, were the boys.
Oh, yeah. The Tempura boys. And, yeah. But now, they are Roppongi 3K, 3K, 3K. Roppongi 3K, 3K, 3K.
But I see, it's weird, too, because I remember watching an episode and being like, I recognize one of those kids fanning Dalton Castle.
Oh,
Kid
yeah.
from New Japan Pro Wrestling. And then I ended up seeing him with the gold hair, like not the gold hair, but the silver hair.
Right.
I was like, what? Used to be one of Dalton's boys.
Yep. But now they are 2-time IWGP Junior Tag Team Champions.
Yeah, I swear, man.
What's with all the Roppongi 3K hate?
I don't know. They just don't do anything for me.
You don't even like the new
I mean, they're
song?
great. They're. No, I don't like any of that kind of. Trying too hard.
Oh, come on.
It sounds. I don't know. You know what I equate it to? I feel the same way about R-Truth's song.
Well, I mean, that song hasn't changed.
I feel the exact same way.
Forever. He's had that song forever.
Where it's just like.
The only time he did a different song.
Yeah, but even when it came out, it was just kind of like, oh. I mean, it's kind of quaint and corny.
I mean, the only time he did a different song was with Eve, and that was only a one-time thing.
Yeah.
But yeah. So that's all I have for ROH. The one thing with New Japan that stuck out was, did you see through how Rey Mysterio has challenged Jushin Thunder Liger?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
So that will be at the New Japan Pro Wrestling event in L.A.
Yup.
I think that's in March, right?
I believe so, yes.
So I'm looking forward to that. Like, Jushin Thunder Liger and Rey Mysterio, I think that could be great.
Be
and but yeah, So the next New Japan event coming up will be coincide with ROH, which is Honor Rising. Or actually, no, I'm sorry. That's.
Yeah, that sounds like New Japan.
Yeah, New Japan, Honor Rising Japan, 2018. Yeah. So it's what, 2 nights? Yeah, 2 nights. February 23rd and the 24th. Which, dang, that's the same weekend as Elimination Chamber.
Yep.
So there'll be a lot to watch.
Yeah, there will be.
I couldn't help but notice. I'm trying to pull up the card.
For what?
For that event.
Oh, we haven't announced most of those matches. I don't think all the matches have been announced.
They got a handful of matches. So.
Yeah, but I thought they were kind of keeping it real chill.
Yeah, I'm on the site right now. So, you mind if I go through them?
Go nuts.
Cool. So, hold on. What the heck? One second, almost got it. Okay, there we go. So for night 1 of Honor Rising, which is Friday night. So it's Friday night and Saturday night. So technically, Elimination Chamber's on Sunday. So for that first night, Friday night, we got the Young Lions, Katsuya Kitamura. Or no, that's not Young Lions. I'm sorry. Toa Hinari and Katsuya Kitamura will take on Bad Luck Fale and Yujiro Takahashi of Bullet Club. We got the interesting team of Cheeseburger, Delirious, and Jushin Thunder Liger taking on the Gorillas of Destiny and Hikuleo. So pretty much.
Well, I wonder who's going to win.
So pretty much all 3 brothers of the Tonga brothers.
They will win.
We have Juice Robinson and Dave Finlay taking on the Young Bucks. We have a special 3-way match. Kushida versus Hiromu Takahashi versus Flip Gordon. That's interesting. Flip Gordon from ROH. So I guess they are going to have some ROH talent in this.
Kind of padded out, I guess.
We got 6-man tag. We got Ryusuke Takuchi, Jay Lethal, and Dalton Castle. And they'll be teaming up against Chaos of Beretta and Chucky T and Jay White, Switchblade. Because, I mean, technically best friends are part of Chaos. They're just not frequently, in New Japan.
Yeah.
But that's an interesting pairing, though. And this is funny. The Beer City Bruiser will get a shot at the Never Openweight Championship against Hiroki Goto.
Oh, okay.
That'll be interesting.
That's a lot of weird booking.
That'll be interesting to see how the Beer City Bruiser does against Hiroki Goto.
It'll be very violent, I can guarantee you that.
And then the main event, or the 7th match, unless they have an 8th one, will be check this out. So 6-man tag. You got Cody, Hangman Page, and Marty Scurll going against Kenny Omega, Chase Owens, and Kota Ibushi.
Chase Owens is joining that stuff? That's weird.
Apparently.
That's weird.
That's really strange.
Interesting. They're gonna set some stuff up. Anyway, I don't know. That's kind of the problem with New Japan too. They don't have like weekly shows, so stuff gets kind of lost. So it's just like, what?
Yeah.
What's happening?
So that's night 1. So for night 2, Saturday night, first match, Toa Hinare will take on the Beer City Bruiser. You have second match. You have Dave Finlay, Juice Robinson, Jay Lethal versus Hikuleo, Chase Owens, Yujiro Takahashi. Which I think this might be a every man for himself. The way that it's looking, I think it may be every man for himself.
Battle Royale.
But I could be wrong. So I guess we'll get more clarification once that night comes.
Yeah, make more sense.
All right, we got a tag team match. Ryusuke Taguchi and Flip Gordon will team up against LIJ of Bushi and Hiromu Takahashi. So we're going to see the never openweight 6-man tag team titles on the line, which Bullet Club of Gorillas of Destiny and Bad Luck Fale will defend against the team of Cheeseburger, Delirious, and Jushin Thunder Liger.
Oh my God, I hate Cheeseburger so much, man. Such a waste of a roster spot.
Now, this is a very interesting, very interesting 6-man tag match next. It'll be Chaos of Chucky T, Yoshihashi, and Switchblade Jay White going up against Bullet Club of the Young Bucks and Hangman Page.
It's a lot of weird matchups.
Oh, it gets sillier. So, the ROH World Championship will be on the line. Dalton Castle will defend the title against Beretta.
Okay, Dalton Castle will win. Okay. So work.
And then the last match will be Cody and Marty Scurll versus Kenny Omega and Kota Ibushi.
Thanks.
So
that's a weird. That's a weird one.
What do you think of those? What do you think of those cards for Honor Rising Japan?
It's a bunch of names and a bunch of stuff. I'm just gonna watch them and be like, "That's a cool match." It's just that a lot of times that booking is just like, "What? Okay, whatever. Just go with it. This is like a special thing. This isn't like real, you know. Like this is just a lark. This is an exhibition type situation."
Yeah, pretty much.
Doesn't really hold a lot of weight on anything, really.
But yeah, that's pretty much the next big event coming up for New Japan Pro Wrestling, and that's
cool.
Same weekend as Elimination Chamber. So, man, that weekend, that's going to be crazy because that's going to be a lot of stuff to watch.
Yeah.
But
yeah, dude.
But if you don't have any specific news, that's all I have.
I do not have any specific news at all.
Cool deal.
I ain't got jack.
Well, I guess that'll do it for this episode.
What? Quick, 205 Live is on top. This is a whole new world.
205 Live is on top. And hopefully...
But, you know, on there still involved in like 1 million matches.
Yeah.
But, you know.
But
Cheeseburger taking somebody else's spot. Ugh. But whatever.
You don't like Cheeseburger?
Yes. Oh, I always say I don't like Cheeseburger. It's friggin' awful.
Dang.
A waste of space.
You know he is an ROH trainer, right?
Yeah, I do. But it doesn't mean he has to be on TV.
Oh, wow. But anyway, that's it, fans. That's it for this episode of Team GOWGO Wrestling Podcast. Thank
Quick and to the point.
Yep. So we got one more week of this before Honor Rising and Elimination Chamber. So we'll probably get into the meat of the Elimination Chamber card next week.
Hell, that shit's gonna be.
And one more round of 205 Live Cruiserweight tournament, and one more round of the Mixed Match Challenge first round. So, yeah.
Yeah, we moving.
Alrighty. For Hollywood Cinema and Blitzball Champ, thank y'all so much for watching, and we'll catch y'all next time. Behave.
Yeah, we will. You don't gotta behave. Aim to misbehave.
Ew. Anyway, thanks for watching. Peace out.